Huh? How cool I look? How cool I look? All right, someone guess how much these are. Guess how much these are. Some of you know exactly what these are because you get your hands dirty, you put on some strong boots and everything else. These are like $4, and these are my sunglasses that I wear because I drop these things, I lose them, I lend them out. All it is 3M. It's like $4 or $5 at Home Depot. Anyways, just want to start off the video like that. So, what are the two things I learned about mortgage forbearance? Now, let me know if you've even heard of this. Who has heard of mortgage forbearance? I bet the lenders, the mortgage people, the banks are like, oh my goodness, can I stop hearing this right now? Because they are getting slammed with this. What up, Nikki? So, just real quick, by the way, we do this in one of my masterminds. Challenge number 7, look what it says. And I want people to take this in. Be a light, not a judge. Be a model, not a critic. A lot of people need to hear that right now with all the craziness going on. So this is what a mortgage forbearance is. It says forbearance is when your mortgage servicer or lender allows you to temporarily pay your mortgage at a lower payment or pause paying your mortgage. You will have to pay the payment reduction or the pause payments back later. Now, I didn't know what this was. What up, Shirley? So I didn't know what this was. So what I did was I watched a few videos on it, and now it told me a little bit about if you're in hard times, how can you, or what does that conversation look like when you call a mortgage professional about pushing off paying loans, paying that loan amount every single month? Obviously, when we do real estate investing and when we look at even our own mortgage, one of the questions come up of, oh my gosh, if everything's shutting down, that means we're going to see a slowdown in real estate. That's going to hurt us. What are some of the things we need to do to protect ourselves? What up, Brittany? What up, Gary? What up, Dino? What do we got to do to protect ourselves? One of these things that we started looking at was the mortgage forbearance process. So we started giving a call, we started reaching out. I say we, the wife. What's up, Maritza? Started reaching out to banks and people who hold our loans to ask what this forbearance looks like because we want to get ahead of the curve just in case we need it. It doesn't look like we need it yet or may need it at all. But again, we want to be ahead of the curve. We want to go ahead and have the proper application and everything else. What's up, Nathan? My man. So this is the two things that we learned. All right, calling one of the people, we said, hey, listen, if we push off not paying our mortgage for a certain amount, by the way, this is over an investment property because we don't have a renter right now. They just left because we were going to turn it into a short term, which had us scratching our head when everything happened. What up, Sam? Sam Vanderslice, he's a beast. They said this, which made us like, okay, this is only used for us when we put in both keys, flips open that cover to that red button, and then you push the oh crap red button. Then we would use this because this is what they said. They said that they would push off the loan, for an example, for about 6 months. You wouldn't pay that monthly payment, the mortgage payment. Dang. What up, Sean? Groover, the man, Meredith. Meredith is a beast. Sarah, Emily, what's up? All you guys. So, what up, Philip? Jeez. All right. So let's run through this, right? So 6 months, we're like, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Now they're going to have a conversation with you about why you need this, right? Philip, what up, Sam? And so they said, we were like, okay, cool. So we push it off for about 6 months. So what's next? And they said, well, say, for example, it's 6 months that you pushed off the mortgage because of hard times, because of what's going on right now. Just know, what's up, David? What's up, Risa? Just know that 7th month, you're going to have to pay the 7th that month mortgage payment. We're like, that makes sense. And all the other months that you didn't pay for. And we're like, whoa, so is that a lump sum? Is that something that we then put in another application to kind of kick off the payments and spread them out? Or is it one lump sum? Guess what they said? What up, Renee? What up, David? They said one lump sum. It's one lump sum. And we were like, okay, well, that changes a few things because what we were going to look at, again, we don't have a renter in it right now. Obviously, that's another mortgage we got to look at and take into account, our renters losing jobs because you better believe this thing is hurting a small business, right? So I'm like, oh, man, we're not going to do that. But it may be an option. And that's why I'm throwing it at you guys right now. What up, Jim? What up, Jody? That's why I'm throwing it at you guys, because maybe it's an option for you. Maybe you're at that point. This is just one of the things I'm going to talk about. I haven't talked about the second thing yet. It's just one. It could be an option. It could save your butt right now if you've lost your job or anything else, and that's a place you're living, not necessarily an investment property. It is an option. Call your mortgage professional and ask them about it, okay? What up, Jim Leach? So, yeah, no, that's huge, right? So we decided, no, that's not something that we're going to do. What's up, Christine? Because that is very last moment. We're going to turn the two keys. Oh, crap moment. This thing might foreclose. Let's do this, okay? So we decided, obviously, not to right now. Now, the second thing, we called on another one of our, this is another investment property, and we reached out to the mortgage person, and we said, hey, what's up with this mortgage forbearance? This one represents a different type of investment. What up, Donna? What up, Shelby? Shelby Naylor, the one who told me about mountain pies. Those are amazing. So guess what? If for this forbearance, if we push it off for 3 months, that we're not going to pay on a monthly basis because of everything going up. What up, Nikki? What up, Tiffany? I'll read your comment here in a second. They said if you push it off for about 3 months, that 3 months gets lifted. You don't pay those 3 months. And it gets put at the end of your loan. So we have a 30-year note. It gets put at the end of the 30 years. And I'm like, oh, I like that better. So that could be an option for us for the forbearance process. But again, it varies. Here's the thing. It varies per lender, per person who has that loan, and it also varies of whatever is going to happen tomorrow. Because if there's one thing we have figured out is that people can just make up things. Not saying this virus is made up. That is not what I'm saying. But on other realms, people are so they're hard to know what's going to happen tomorrow, that this thing is changing every single day. So I am saying this now, and tomorrow might be different. This is why you need to get up with your mortgage professional, what their processes are. What up, Tiffany? What up, Rusty? What up, Allison? What up, Antoine? Because things change, man. Things change per lender and per situation. So it might be an option for you guys to do that. I know for that second property that makes sense, that they're going to lift that 3, 6. We haven't pulled the trigger on this yet, but 3, 6 months or whatever it is, and they're going to add it to the end of the loan. That could save our butt. The other lender, where if we do it for 6 months, the 7th month we pay it all back lump sum. Yeah, that's a oh crap moment. We're about to lose this property. Now let's think about what that looks like. What up, Malia? Messed that up. What up, Stacy? What up, Brian? The Goins family. So I want to throw those two things. So the two things I've learned about mortgage forbearance, because it is becoming a subject of conversation, and a lot more people are talking about it. And I just wanted to tell you what I learned. And Nikki said earlier, that's some really good news. It is still an option. So pretty cool. Exactly. It just gives us an option if stuff hits the fan. Like I said, per mortgage professional, though, it's going to have a different effect and a different way of doing things. It might be lump sum, which is scary, man. Scary. If you imagine doing 6, 7, 8, 9 months, 12 months, and then that next month, once you've forbearance that whole time period or whatever, lump sum. That's crazy, crazy. But we don't know what other people are going through, and this is why I wanted to throw that option out there. What up, Will? Will's a great guy. The Niles. What up, Jimmy? So, yeah. The other one we like better gets put at the end of the loan. Anyway, do you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, anything you want to throw on here? Throw it in the comment section, and maybe I can answer it. But I will say, bigger than anything, just reach out to your lender, your mortgage professional, the one that is servicing your loan right now, and ask them what that process is. The only reason we want to jump on it right now is because we know it's going to be a big conversation in the next few weeks to the next month. We know there's going to be a ton of people asking for this thing, because it's this halt in the economy is like I said, it's hurting small businesses. I was talking to a buddy who owns an insurance firm here in Fayetteville, and he was telling me about the buddies that he knows that if we stay closed for 2 more weeks, they have to close their doors, which is sad because these small businesses owners work so hard. What up, Eva? What up, Leslie? What up, Heather? Tanya? What's up, all y'all? Which is sad, but we know if that happens, that's also going to lay off a lot of people, which is going to, you got to look at these things and, man, we're going to cut out a lot, but we need a place to stay. So this forbearance could be an option. We know it's going to happen in the future. Probably a lot of people are going to jump on this thing. And so we wanted to get the head start on it. We already got the applications ready. One's crazy. That's scary, but it may be something we need. The other one makes a lot more sense. So I hope you guys learned something here today. What up, Kevin? So wonder what will happen on rentals. Have 18 properties, most with mortgages, but supposedly renters don't have to pay. Get a little bit more information on that, right? Get more information. This thing's changing every single day. Call your mortgage professional, see what that looks like. Let them know that you have renters in there that have lost their job or something like that and they're not able to pay. What is the process? What is the process? Like you just heard two very extreme processes, right? And we still have another mortgage person that we're waiting to hear from as well. Will Rogers, hey Ruben, good to see you, man. Will Rogers is the man. Everyone go follow him. Tanya, hey, I'm gonna text you back, swear. Yeah, whatever. Heather Harden. What up, Heather? I was going to text you the other day. Didn't, but you're still the best. Kevin, what's up, buddy? So, yeah, hope this helped. Two very different things. Well, the one with the 18 properties, just check with your mortgage professional. I know they will be doing something for the renters, but obviously they got to do something for the actual owner, or it's two people that are very much affected versus one that might get support. We don't know what this looks like yet. On the renter side, I haven't done enough research on that. All I knew is I needed to keep the home for the renters to stay in, with the mortgage on it. So we started looking in this mortgage forbearance process. So hope you guys learned something here today. If you have to drop it in there, I'll jump on there. Angela, Brian Miranda, that's the guy I was just talking about, the insurance guy. So he's going around. He's doing some really cool stuff for the small businesses around here. Jake Dixon, the man, owns a very big company with some of the best people. I know we'll be back in business together. How can I get biceps like you without having to work? Eat. That's all I do. Brent Scott, another great guy. Again, hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, concerns, the more I learn, the more I'm going to jump on here live and throw this at you because I want you guys to know just as much as I'm learning this stuff. If there's ever anything I can do for you in the real estate world or just in general, I guess, let me know. Obviously, we help anybody, so. I'm out of here. Questions, concerns, throw it in the comments. Hope you guys learn. Share with anybody that you believe needs to see this or hear this. Have an amazing day, guys.